Good morning.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Ride the Bean.
We are waking up here in beautiful Geiranger at the bottom of the Geiranger fjord in Norway. One of the most beautiful places in the country. What a way to wake up. In a hammock with the sun in our face, surrounded by mountains. Make sure you see the previous video of this trip so you can see how we ended up here. That was an amazing ride. Today, however, we are heading south towards Oslo, where we're gonna meet a friend. As you know, coffee is a very important thing in our lives. That's why we have our own coffee, the bean. And our friend Louie is helping us design some new labels for it.
We're so excited to show you the new labels. But first, they have to be finished. And we have to get to Oslo. We're not sure what the day will bring, but we'll load up the Yamaha 10 Race 700s and see what the road gives us.
Time to pack up camp and get going.
For information in English, say English.
English. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
We're in Geiranger and we'd like to drive to Oslo.
Yeah.
But we saw something about the road to Grotli being closed. Is that true today too?
Yes. The road 63 between Geiranger and Langvatn is closed due to winter conditions.
Alright, so nothing is going to plan. The road that we wanted to take is closed and we have to make it to Oslo somehow. Since we're running out of time, we're gonna have to just ride. So this is gonna be a transport day.
There's so many beautiful roads and so many beautiful places to see in the part of Norway that we are right now, but all of them are closed. First we wanted to see Trollstigen, that was closed. Then we wanted to see the old mountain road, that was closed. And now this road is closed for some crazy reason.
Wind.
Wind.
It's not that crazy.
So that means that we're gonna have to take the same route back and just drive basically for 10 hours. Today didn't really pan out the way we had planned.
Do they ever?
No.
First we spent half an hour looking for Kenneth's key
That was in Pia's pannier for some reason.
And then I had a giant sip of this delicious looking water, only to find that it wasn't water but gasoline.
Camping gas. Oh.
Let's see how this pans out.
Yeah, so now we have to drive back through Geiranger and back up mountain. The same road we came from. It's a beautiful, beautiful road though, so it's not the worst that could happen.
I would much rather be riding this road than be stuck in quarantine in a tiny apartment in a European city.
Yeah. Beautiful fountain.
Gotta give it the old
Yo,
fancy one. What's up?
good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
How you doing?
Good. Took you a while to get here, didn't it?
Oh, this is amazing. Like, what a day.
Isn't it perfect? I love being outside.
Want a cup of coffee?
Love a cup of coffee, man. Is this your exclusive Ride the Bean coffee?
It is. It's a nutty bean.
That's good.
It's like a breakfast coffee.
Like breakfast
just
coffee,
like a-
yeah, I can see that. I can taste that.
So this is the coffee that you have been designing labels for.
That's right. I think I love it. This is just a solid cup of coffee. real good cup. One little thing now is just is it like the Explorer packs they're called?
Yeah.
Add those to the illustration, and then they're pretty much done, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy with them as well. That took like all of the lines though. It's all individual lines, so it's maybe
You drew the whole thing.
yeah. It's all every single bit. So I counted them, and there's nearly 500 individual lines in that illustration. So
Wow.
one by one, it takes a while.
It does. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Oh, that's a refreshing drink.
It even comes with us in a roastery.
Is there? Or could you have put a little in it? Damn it. I could have gone for a little alcoholic rhubarb smoothie.
That's pretty nice.
That is good.
So hoping things will pick up for you now, business-wise, when...
Yeah, I hope so. I know it's like, it's 50-50 if people obviously can't afford to spend money on graphics and marketing now, or they're going to spend lots on it because they want to push it back open. I've, from sending out invoices in the last 3 months, 7,000 kroners. Yeah,
I guess you lost most of your clients.
all of them.
Yeah.
They're all.
You were doing most restaurants and.
It was purely restaurants and bars, and they were the first to close, and the ones that were going to stay closed the longest. So I still got some big projects. Like there's a really nice cocktail bar here called Imcock.
How did it go with the postcards? You designed the postcards or the menu
Yeah.
postcards for Imcock, didn't you?
Did them last year. Really fun project to do because it was based on an old TV show, Luxery. Yeah, that's the one. I had to watch a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to make it like these really retro, old-fashioned postcards to add the place where that specific ingredient for that specific cocktail's from, and include that specific ingredient in the design as well. So trying to match a landmark with fucking fruit. So it came really well, and they've been shipped to the top 50 bars in the world have those postcards now. So that's pretty cool.
When did you start your company?
2018, I started it.
You got some pretty big clients.
Fung, they were the first Michelin star restaurant in Trondheim. Hammerhead Brewing, got 2 or 3 more cans coming out this year.
I love
You're
the
still
designs
working
you
with
did for those.
Yeah,
They're awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really fun. I like that project. It was similar to you guys. I was with them from the beginning. And now Ride the Bean.
Riding the bean.
We're so happy with the logo.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's really my pleasure. I love it. Yeah, it was hearing your story about what you want to do. So I worked with you, obviously, and I've never met anyone who works harder than that man, ever. And it used to piss me off, actually,
Why?
because he was constantly working. I was just like 12 hours a day, and I was, dude, you gotta stop. I was worried about you, but no, seeing your passion, and because when you told me that what you were doing it for, then it made a lot more sense. I was like, okay, that's awesome. You're working hard to get something that is your dream. Yeah, it's amazing that you're able to do it. And now Pia, and your bike and your learning, it's amazing. It's amazing. I wish I had the courage to do it.
You're part of our journey.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Definitely. We came here because we wanted to see you.
I love that.
I don't even like Oslo.
It's fun. It's been really fun being a part of it. And it's been pretty quick, I think. Like pretty easy. The logos, I did 9 drafts, and then it was pretty quick. That one, and then we ran with it.
Yeah.
It's become.
And then the first coffee label was trying to reflect the trip to Africa.
That's right.
So Norway to Africa.
The one we made at your cabin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How was that process?
Well, we had the idea to go to the cabin. That was like one of our main focuses, was to work on this label. And we didn't the first 2 days because it was gorgeous weather, and then obviously sitting on his balcony and looking at the view.
Yeah.
Time just whizzes by. We're just far too enjoying the view. I think we spent the last, I want to say, 45 minutes of the cabin trip on the
Something like that.
on the labels. So like that was, I think, quite off the cuff.
Then COVID
Easy to
happened,
read.
and now we don't really know what's going to happen.
Yeah. But I like the idea of you're just cracking on. Like, you haven't just called everything off because of this. Now you're adapting to it. You've gone more towards the coffee route and still promoting yourselves and the YouTube channel, and it's amazing. Really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing these bags now with the new design.
Yes.
I can't wait to see those.
We're working with Adrian, who we started working with at
Yep.
Jacobsen Svart.
Yeah,
He started his own roasting company.
that's right.
So we visited his roastery and got a tour of his little shed roastery.
So this is Coffee Nano Roastery. It's roughly 4 square meters of space. I'm roasting on a 1 kilo drum roaster on a bullet coffee roaster. It's like a little piggy bank on a ventilation system that I built myself. I've put in IKEA furniture and work surfaces so I can work while I'm roasting. And this is pretty much it. Like, this is the whole roastery. Everything that I need is kind of hidden away in shelves and drawers. Got my green coffee up here. Yeah, so it doesn't really get much smaller than this. Yeah, so yeah, like if you stretch out each direction, you can pretty much that's the whole roastery.
Yeah.
You know, this is the way I want it to be. I want it to be small. I want it to be manageable. I want kind of every single batch, every single bag to be a little bit special. It's still at the point where every time somebody who I have no prior knowledge of contacts me and asks to buy coffee, it still feels really special. Every time I see somebody tag coffee on social media, I get like a little flutter in my heart. It's like, oh my god, somebody actually wants to drink my coffee. It's amazing.
Should we brew some coffee?
Let's brew some coffee.
What?
We have actually a lot of coffees that we can choose from today, depending on your fancy. What would you like?
What would you like?
Everything is available.
Should we try one of the bean coffees, maybe?
Yeah? Well, that would be this one, the Nutty Bean.
Yeah, let's try the nutty bean.
It's coffee from Brazil, from Colombia, from Guatemala, and from Honduras. And this is roasted kind of full city, as they say in roaster language, which is slightly darker. So it's more like brown sugared, chocolate, caramel, very round, very mellow. Perfect for, you know, your first cup of coffee of the day. Just do a little bit of a bloom first to let it degas. And then I'm going to try and pour on about 60% of the total amount straight away. And then I'm just going to do several small pours as it's brewing. I'm a fan of simplicity when it comes to coffee brewing. So let's taste this.
Awesome.
So this is the Nutty Bean. It's a sweet, mellow, easy to drink coffee. Slightly darker roasted than I guess most specialty Norwegian roasters would go.
That's what people enjoy though.
That's what people enjoy.
It's a very good like cowboy coffee type coffee. Like,
It has like these brown sugar notes that are quite pleasant, which obviously comes from the roast. So it's you know, sucrose that's broken down into simple sugars. Then they start to caramelize, and then it just tastes like, you know, brown sugar.
I could drink this in a hammock.
yeah. What's your philosophy with coffee?
Well, it started off when I was working for a different company who are a lot more commercial, and I was holding coffee courses for just regular people. And whenever we got to the point where we started cupping the coffees, that's where I saw the most amount of people kind of just like give up, basically. The whole, you know, tasting coffee with a spoon, slurping it, all the kind of etiquette and stuff around that. They were just like, we just want to drink a coffee. We don't want all this stuff. So it made me realize that the specialty coffee industry isn't very good at recruiting new people, because we make it too weird, we make it too special, when most people are used to coffee as this kind of recreational comfort drink. So I thought, okay, let's take it back to that. Let's make it simpler, let's make it a little bit more fun, and let's try and, you know, recruit new people from, you know, just regular industry coffee and get them to drink specialty coffee by making it more accessible. That was the idea that sparked this whole thing. Coffee should be about just enjoying it.
It's funny how everything sort of come back around in like a full loop.
Yeah.
We started together and then we've all met each other again.
Remember when we started talking about the logo? We met for a beer.
Yeah.
And then out of that came this whole thing.
It's insane.
We were at that point. I was just talking about we want to do a trip around the world.
It was just an idea.
It was just an idea, and it would be so cool to have a logo. And maybe we're starting a YouTube channel. We're thinking of doing that. And
I remember that.
Now we quit our jobs and sold 1 or 2 apartments, and things are happening.
It's amazing.
It's inspiring to have you on the team.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To that.
cheers to coffee friends
Coffee friends.
or rhubarb and beer friends.
To drink friends. We had a coffee earlier. Good cup of joe.
Now we're gonna have the 2 beans.
Fruity bean, nutty bean.
Yeah. So one that's a little bit more detailed, and then for the sort of coffee connoisseur in a way.
That would be the berry,
The berry one, yeah. And then one that's just a pure breakfast coffee,
Yeah.
that is just everyone likes it.
Just quality coffee that's sustainably made.
Yeah.
Yes,
We've got 1,000 subscribers!
yes.
Check this out! 1,000!
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, guys! This is awesome!
We can't believe 1,000 of you want to join us. It's so exciting.
Wow! This happened at the best moment possible. Just after a beautiful, beautiful day of riding here in Oslo in the Frogner Park, after meeting a great friend of ours. This is just perfect. What is the next goal? 10,000? You think we can reach 10,000 subscribers?
That's a leap. Damn, talk about a big goal.
If you want to help us reach 10,000, please subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss our next video.
And share it with your friends.
And if you want to support us, you can go to ridethebean.com where you can read our blog, or you can get a bag of our coffee, the bean,
The fruity bean or the nutty bean? It's up to you.
roasted by Adrian at Coffee Nano Roastery, and labels designed by this guy, Louie.
Get in. Buy some. Get some coffee.
By supporting us, you're also supporting him.
That's right. Congrats.
Thank you. This is awesome.
Hell yeah. It's good to be a part of this. You're wicked.
That was Louie, the guy who has been with us all the way from the start. Actually, the guy who told us to go ahead and do this. He helped us right after we started this project with YouTube, and wanted to design a label for us, just for fun. And we've come pretty far since then. So now I think it is time for us to start looking for camp. And tomorrow will be another eventful day, hopefully.
We are going on the Trans-Europe Trail. So if you'd like to join us, you'll have to catch us in the next episode.
Thank you for watching this one, and we'll see you in the next one.